Hey guys, welcome back to The Journey, the YouTube series, the podcast. Today is episode 16. As you can see, I am exhausted. I got back from not one, but two marketing networking events. Now, you're probably thinking to yourself, hey, Malcolm, why are you still doing this when you're so tired? One, because I said I would, and I'm very big on keeping my word and my commitment. I promised myself and I challenged myself to do these videos every day for the next 300 and whatever, how many days left? For 365 days. Today's day 16, aka episode 16. So that's number one. So yes, I'm tired. I already fell asleep and I realized like, oh shucks, I didn't shoot my video. So I had to get out of bed and do this video. Doesn't matter. All right. Now, anyway, today I want to talk about networking, the benefits of networking. So today I was in the room with billionaires. Yes, you heard me correct. Billionaires. One in particular, his name is called Don Peebles. If you Google him, he has a real estate company. I think it's the Peebles or something like that. I forget the name of it. And they control $8 billion. Him He himself, his net worth is, I believe, $2.2 billion. And guess what? I got him to sign my book. I'm very excited. He wrote a book. I do not have the book. It's upstairs. But I'll bring it on episode 17. I'll show you guys the book. And it's just crazy that I was able to get in this room for networking. It was a networking event. And he wasn't even just the only person there. The mayor of New York City was there. As you guys know, New York City's budget is $100 billion. And this is the guy who decides where the budget goes. $100 billion. He also started talking about some of his economic plans and what things he wants to do with the city. And it was like, wow, okay. There was other people there. Jim Jones came through, comedians, and the list goes on. It was obviously a lot of multimillionaires there too. Business owners, shout out to EYL. They were in the building. My guy MG, the mortgage guy, was in the building. And it was just a lot. Thank you, Wayne, for telling me to come out because I don't like networking. Be honest with you guys, I'm not a fan of it. I feel like just another event. You got to meet a lot of people, shaking a lot of hands, and it's like just tiring. Be honest with you, it's just tiring to shake so many people's hands, see so many people's. But if a billionaire is able to do it, and he's doing it smiling, let me ask him. I asked him one question. I wanted to ask him more, but once people found out he was a billionaire, a lot of the line to talk to him was crazy, and he was a keynote speaker. So I was able to get him to sign my book. Talked to him for 2 seconds. He answered one of my questions, and I'm going to do what he told me to do. Let's see what happens. I am so annoyed at myself though. I should have asked him to be a guest on the podcast series for the real estate one that I'm going to be doing. And you guys will hear more about it because I'm going to start it not this week but next week because I'm going away this week, and I still have to shoot these videos while I'm away. So going back to my good camera phone, put it up, and shoot the video the best I can. Yes, I want him to be on a guest on it because his wealth of knowledge is crazy. But I'm not going to ask him to be the first one because when I ask him, right, I want him to be able to see that I've had other guests. Oh, okay, this is a podcast. And then boom. So it's like Malcolm. You just got to start it. Podcasting and doing these videos is a way to meet so many more people, especially when you combine that in networking. You're getting to meet people you normally probably would never meet. And now I'm slowly understanding why Russell gave me this challenge. Because not only am I coming up with I'm creating more direction on my focus on what am I talking about. So that's singular direction, right? Because before I was talking about health, fitness, stuff like that. And now I'm starting to narrow it down, right? About maybe just my days or books. But anyway, so that's one thing. And two, You get to meet more people while you're doing your networking, while you're doing the podcast, which is AKA networking. And especially if I'm doing the real estate podcast, I'm going to have to meet with more realtors, more mortgage people, more people in the industry to have on the podcast, which is helping my name and my brand grow. You guys see how it works together? Networking, podcasting, doing videos. It's all in the beneficial. It's all to benefit not only you, but the people you are willing to serve, because they're going to hear these people's names on and want to see the interview, and boom, who do they meet? You. Who they probably want to do business with? You, because they're building trust. And especially if you're giving them good advice, they're going to want to keep following you. And that's going to help you and them. Because at the end of the day, you're only as successful as you can be if you're able to help the masses. So if you're not really helping people, no one's going to really pay attention. Whew. All right. That was my rant for today. Now, I'm very excited. I'm going to keep doing these networking events. I'm going to keep growing my brand and sharing whatever I learn with you guys. It's not about me, it's about you. And I'm going to share whatever I learn, whatever I'm doing, whatever's working. And I'm going to keep giving until we figure out what this podcast is going to be about. I'll just call it the No Name Podcast because I don't really know no names. All right. I hope this video was helpful to someone. The importance of networking gets you into rooms with people who you would normally not meet, and podcasting can do the same. So combine both of them and visualize what you want. The thing I'm going to end off with is what the mayor said. This was mind blowing to me. I always know the power of visualization and writing down your goals, but he said, I didn't know this. 30 years ago, or 20 years ago, no, 20 years ago, he wrote down his exact life plan, his goal. He said he was going to be in the Senate for, I think, 2 years, and then Borough Hall for 2 years, something like that. It was either 2 or 4, one of them. And then I'm going to be the mayor. He said January 1st, 2022, I will be the mayor of New York City. He wrote it down. What ended up happening? He did it. And he did it because he visualized it. He focused on it, and he created what he wanted. And if he Chester, sorry about that. Chester just kept crying. He wants my attention, and he did it because he focused on it, visualized it. That's the power of affirmations. So if you want to create something, focus on it. Keep thinking about it. It will happen because the universe, the creator God, it gives us everything we want. It's either you don't believe in it or you're not willing to work hard enough to get it. Because most people just have a dream. Like I told you, if you don't write it down, it's just a dream. You have to write it down to make it an actual plan. And then visualize it every day. I know it. Like the man even said, people thought he was crazy. Eric Adams said people thought he was crazy when he told them his goal. But he didn't care. So either believe it or don't. Whatever, it's up to you. I already know what God has in plan for me, has in store for me. And he definitely did it. So visualize what you want, the success you want, the life you want, the family you want, whatever you want, visualize it. Have that burning desire that you know is going to come true. No one else can tell you anything. And that's how I feel about my success. No, it's going to come true. I've been saying it for the longest. My mom's like, Malcom, you always say that. Yeah, because it's coming. And it's taking a little bit longer because God just has more success he's trying to give to me. Like, it's taking me this long because it's like, dang, Malcom, when he blesses you, it's going to be a lot. So I want you guys to keep thinking and focusing on the same thing. All your dreams, all your goals, it's going to come true. Just don't give up and keep working towards it and have that gut feeling. It's coming. When people say, why isn't it here yet? God is just making sure it's even bigger than I thought. I just got to wait. That's all I could do. But I'm still working towards it. And I still believe it. No, forget believe. I already know it's coming. I have faith that it's coming. And I'm working towards it. Steve Harvey said the same thing. Have faith. It's going to come. As long as you don't give up, as long as you believe in it, it will come. So do not give up on your dreams. If no one's told you you're amazing, you are amazing. You are strong. You could do whatever you want. The only thing stopping you is you. Remember, just get better 1% of the way every day. Be 1% better than you were yesterday. The only competition is yourself. All right, this is The Journey, the podcast, the show. It's your host, the real Mr. Marcelle. I appreciate you. Over and out. Don't forget, tomorrow's episode, we're going to be talking about the book, Don Peebles, worth $2.2 billion. Let's go.